Alright, we're back. I know what to do for the next time I face against that, I face off against that Houndoom. That Houndoom was way too powerful, and I don't know what, but I think this field boosted speed as well. Yikes. Had a feeling you'd do that. You know, I have the perfect idea. Nice try. I'm +3, +3, +3. That was actually a good play on my part. 9 +4 +4 +4. Huh? Ah, so his speed goes up. Unlike the last one, whose defense and special defense went up. Goodbye. Come on. Attack and defense. Goodbye. Not helping you. Goodbye. Defense, special defense, and speed. Okay. Now you're just being ridiculous with these boosts. Goodbye. You got one. You got 6 old. Why? Why did I lose to you? There's no way. There's absolutely no way. It's over, Deacon. I won and that's that. You sure did, little brother. Now what are you going to do? It's like you said, if I was a problem, you wouldn't hesitate to kill me. Now you have your chance. So what'll it be? I said that'd be a case if you became a problem. But the only thing I see in front of me is an old man with nothing left. So what? Just do it already. You were right about everything. I blame others all my life for my problems and for our father dying. I went ahead and became what I resented most. It's so ironic. And I knew that I was becoming what I hated, but I ignored it. I pretended that I wasn't me who was at fault. That it wasn't me who was at fault. I blamed everyone. And based off all those lies, I wanted to kill the only family I had left. Mama and Papa are dead. Tessa and Amber would never want me in their lives after I left. There's nothing for me to live for anymore. And I know no matter what I do, I can't change. So be a man and kill me already. No, Deacon. You just proved to me that you can be changed. The first step to becoming a better person is to accept your faults. That's what Talia told me. And you don't need to be strong if you don't want to. You have others you can rely on to give you the strength. Your wife, Talia, is a smart woman. Was a smart woman. She died a long time ago. What about your daughter? Nora was her name. I'm so sorry. It's okay. I've accepted her death. And I've accepted her legacy. That's what I live for now. Even if she blames me for her death, I have to keep living to make things right. She blamed you for her death? She did, and it's haunted me ever since that night. It's why I came here, Deacon. I didn't want another person I cared about to die with them hating me. That guilt would be too much to bear. You don't have to be alone, Deacon. Let's just throw all that animosity between each other under the bridge. After everything I've done, I'm not asking for everything to be fixed overnight. Healing will always take time. It's true Tessa and Amber may resent you, but you can win them over with time. Don't let Amber live without a father, Deacon. She needs you. Leave this island with me forever. Let's go back to our families, because that's where we really belong. You're right. I can't just stay here and mope my way forever. I need to get back home. I need to get back home to Amber. I rejected her and Tessa for my own selfish needs, but it's time I started acting like a man. Let's leave this island, like you said, little brother. Mama and Papa aren't here, but this is what they would have wanted for sure. But can I be selfish one more time and ask you for a favor, Kenneth? What's up? Could you help me with, Amber and Tessa? I'm not really good at talking with people. Shocking, I know. Don't worry, I'll help. After all, you're not the only one who needs to apologize to Tessa. Ooh, I forgot. She really doesn't like you. I know. Like, really, really, really resents you for not showing up to her show. Yeah, I know. And then you didn't even send her a note? Jeez Louise, you're cold. Deegan, I know. I'm just as much in the doghouse as you. Now let's not keep my smoking hot ex-wife waiting, yeah? Blech. Sure. Don't move a fucking muscle. What? You heard me, right? I said don't. Move. That battle we had must have really shaken up the ice platform. What do? We can't just stand here all night. Will you let me think for a second, bro? Appreciate it. Maybe if I just... Gah! Dig it! Gah! I have a Lapras, we're fine. I got you, Deegan. Just hold on. That damn ice. It broke before I could even do anything. I'm really sorry about all of this. You can apologize to me once we get out of this safe and sound. But this waterfall isn't making it any easier, that's for sure. If I could just reach Lucara's Pokeball, I might be able to... Don't waste your energy, little bro. We both know how this is gonna end, so let's just end it. Deegan, shut up! Don't talk like that! Only one of you can truly get out of this alive, little brother. And you know it. You can't hold both of us here. Be a man and let me go, Kenneth. I won't hold this against you, I promise. Bullshit. I don't care if you will or not. I'm not letting go. Kenneth, don't be stupid. I already hit my head when I fell. I'm losing consciousness. I want you to do something for me, Kenneth. No, you can do whatever that is yourself. Just give me some time. We don't have any time. My hands are already slipping. Please, just tell my little baby girl that I love her. Tell Amber that for me, please. I'll never be able to hold her. And I'll never be able to be there for when she becomes an adult. I don't want her to grow up hating me, even though I deserve it. Even if by this decision you despise me, I accept it. Deegan, don't do it! I'm glad we settled our differences, and I'm glad we grew to love each other, if only for a very short time. I love you, little bro. Damn it, man. Oh, Lord. Kenneth's life is ridiculously sad, man. Everything bad happens to this man. I forgot I had to repel up. Now that I think about it, I think oh, whoa. I didn't want all of that showing. I think I got all the Pokemon and all that kind of stuff. Yep, the last Pokemon was Larvesta, which I got. Unlocking the Time Capsule, and Empoleon. Yep, alright. We should have got the perfect ending then. You have returned safe and sound, Kenneth. Unfortunately, the same could not be said for your brother Deegan, correct? He didn't make it out of Icefall Cave. And when we finally made up and became companions again, this is all like some sort of cruel fate. I don't understand it. Fate and destiny are tricky concepts. It's unclear whether or not they are bewritten. Sometimes the world suggests the former and sometimes the world suggests the latter. The best thing for one to do in life is to just live and play the cards they hold. The apparitions that have appeared seem to have stopped. I haven't seen a single one since I left that cave. Fantastic. I am happy for you. But before we celebrate, I would like to examine your psyche once more. Will you allow me to evaluate your psyche once more? Fine. You might as well since I'm here. Now, let us take a look at your connection with Deegan. Ah, yes. It seems like this severed connection has been repaired. Anything that corrupted this connection with you have gone away. So it turns out Deegan died? And that's why he never came back to becoming the Dark-type gym leader. It seems like you two shared a special bond. It's unfortunate that it only lasted a few moments. Nevertheless, I believe fixing your relationship with Deegan seems to have stabilized your mind. That regret you held no longer manifests itself as apparitions. Well done, Kenneth. So I'm going to be okay? You're going to be okay, Kenneth. I see. Thank you, Kaya. I really appreciate everything you've done for us. I have done nothing. I have simply led you in the right direction. That is the role Arceus has bestowed upon me. Understood. Farewell, Kaya. What? What? No, this can't be happening again. Kenneth, what's wrong? Have you witnessed more apparitions? You said you would help me. You said this would go away. I'm very sorry, but I only said it was a possibility. If you are still seeing apparitions, now I can see Deegan, standing with Talia and Nora. I'm tired of this. I can't take this anymore. Kenneth, please I can't calm down. Can't you understand that? They haunt me constantly and they won't leave me alone. Unhand me this instant. You were supposed to help me. You were supposed to help me. But they're still here. They're still here and I can't take this anymore. Unman me, or I'll... Why are you here now, Deegan? If you wanted me to kill you so bad, then fine. I finally give you what you really want. Enough! Kenneth, you foolish man. You've done this to yourself. And so I fell. And fell. And eventually, it all ended. That's what you would assume, correct? But this was only the beginning of my hell on earth. Oh, my head. Ah, good. You're awake. Finally. We can get through this nicely then. Where? Where am I? I'm the one asking the questions around here. So tell me, what's your name? Why do they always try that? At that exact moment, too? Anyway, like I said, I'm gonna need a name for you. Quickly, please. It's Kenneth. Oh, good. Hello there, Kenneth. My name is Madalus. Now you know your name. Now you know your name, Kenneth? Throw it out. It's not who you are anymore. From this point forward, you should just accept that. Create a new name or something. Most of the Gwents don't do it, but it's a common practice amongst us admins. Look, it's really easy. Just take my name for example. My name is two names mashed up into one. You could do the same thing or whatever. Kada? What's this supposed to be? It's supposed to be our names together. Kada. Kada? That's a stupid name, but fine. I'm also going to need a password. What'll it be, Kada? Oh, I think this is important. Where is... I don't have a pen. Let's see if I could just... I'll type it on my phone. Let's see. Talia Nora. Oh. Just in case this is important. Talia Nora. Taelianora. Domain password. Yikes. Why are you asking me all this? Where am I? Who are you? Well, if you were listening before, you'd know my name. It's Medellus. As for where we are, we're at Team Zen headquarters. Team Zen? I've never heard of that bunch. Well, that's because we've only just formed over a month ago. And of course, we formed in secrecy. We're not too into being seen. Your Pokemon will be held in this compartment here. To retrieve them, all you must do is enter your name and then your password. You took my Pokemon? Of course I did. You tried to attack me the moment you woke up. Imagine if you actually had a brain and tried calling one of your Pokemon first. A battle in this office wouldn't be very fun. Let's just put it that way. I don't get any of this. What is going on here? Yes, you wouldn't get it right after you just awakened. It takes a while before your body is able to readjust itself. But think of it this way. I saved you from your fall off that ghastly mountain. Do you remember that? You took quite the fall. In exchange for saving your life, I'm going to ask for something in return. I've analyzed the geothermic energy located in the mountain, and it's quite high. High enough for me to go along with my secret project. And I want that mountain all for myself. It will belong to Team Zen and only Team Zen. But that's not all I want. No, no, no. See, here at Team Zen, we're interested in a certain type of energy. An energy that is emitted at the time of one's birth and one's death. The energy is far too weak at birth to do anything of use, but at death, that's something that could be quite useful. Once we're done with that mountain, I want the lives of everyone in your village. Are you insane? I'd never let that happen. I'd rather die than be swindled by you. So, that Alita girl, that's your daughter, right? It'd really be a shame if something awful were to happen to her. Just stop. Just stop it. I'll do what you want. Just don't hurt her. Please, I can't take this anymore. Well, damn, that was easy. Then we have a deal? We have a deal. Great, then I'll just go ahead and submit this paperwork. My coworker, Nastasia, said that she'd take care of your means of transportation. 'Cause, yeah, we're nowhere near Sheridan Village. Whenever you're ready, gather your things and head down to the lobby. It was nice doing business with you. Kada. Excuse me. Excuse me. Wow, I don't know where that came from. Ah, Kenneth, you've... Eldest, I want Alita to stay at your home from now on. Oh, what? You're kicking me out? Gather your stuff later and move to the eldest's house. Staying home isn't the best decision, so please don't question me. Stand aside, Alita. Also, my name isn't Kenneth anymore. It's Kada. Remember that. Is that a Pokédex? There's only one page in this dex. It's of that Pokemon. Beheeyem? It uses psychic power to control an opponent's brain and tamper with its memories. So it was the Beheeyem? Wait! The Beheeyem was doing it the entire time? What is this? And what is it doing in my house? That's strange. Does that mean that... No. Because Alita's real, and Talia... Well, at the very least, the Talia and that crystal, That's strange. What was this Beheeyem trying to do? By connecting me to... collecting Kenneth to Talia? Because we definitely got that amulet after we beat the Beheeyem. Okay, I don't know what to think of this. What is this, and what is it doing in my house? That sound came from the roof. Why am I not surprised that it's you who put that Pokédex there? I feel like you deserve an explanation. Could you meet me in the spot we first met? The place with the flower bed? You remember the one, right? I do. Good. Don't take long, please. You've dragged me all the way out here, so what is it? What could you possibly explain to me? I'm already over everything. Well, I tried to give you a hint, but it seems like you still don't get it, so... I feel like now that everything's over and done with, you deserve an explanation. Of everything that's happened to you in your life. I don't understand. How would you possibly know? Do you remember that dream you had? The one you experienced while snooping around that abandoned mansion? The dream might... What? How do you know about that? You still don't get it. I know... Me knowing about it implies something. Anyway, to keep things short, that wasn't a dream, nor were you hallucinating. That vision you saw was a memory. A memory? How? How could a memory feel so vivid? As if you were experiencing firsthand? Well, let me ask you a question first. Is what you remembered really what happened, or do you just remember things going that way? It's like when you wake up from a vivid dream. Sometimes, as a result, you can't differentiate reality from fiction. Was what I experienced really a dream, or was it a vision? Ever get that feeling of deja vu? You're making absolutely no sense. You're explaining things, but it just makes me even more confused. Ugh. I'm trying to say that what you saw wasn't reality. It was a lie. It was a lie. That's right. False counterfeit, fake, and bogus. You never make Talia a vision or a dream. That's impossible. She gave me... No, dummy, she didn't give you anything. I was the one who gave you that amulet. You just remember it happening differently because I tampered with your memory. Can you honestly explain to me how you felt during that whole phenomenon? It felt as if reality warped around you, didn't it? It felt otherworldly, but also so real at the same time. That's the power my Behemoth has. It can change anyone's memory at will. That's frightening. I don't believe you. I made a promise to Talia on that day, that I would find her. But you aren't thinking hard enough. During that vision, what did you encounter? What did I encounter? I encountered... I remember now. All the way back in Garen City, a Behemoth appeared before me. I thought I imprisoned Talia inside of that crystal, so I fought it. But I don't understand. Why would you do that? Why would you go out of your way to fabricate that? Whoa, because I needed you, Kata. That's your new name now, right? I needed you to be the one to meet Talia and fall in love with her. You needed me to fall in love with Talia? Yeah, and it wouldn't have been possible without a little bit of direction. If I hadn't fabricated that memory, you wouldn't have had any real incentive to find Sheridan Village. That fabricated memory was the catalyst that started the long chain of events that I needed to transpire. Without it, you probably would have stayed in Garen and fell in love with Tesla or something. And to think that was all thrown away for love based on a lie. Is it even love at that point, I wonder? That doesn't explain why me falling in love with Talia would be so important to you. The only thing that can change this world is love. Do you remember the other time with Talia down in Amethyst Dungeons? Nymeria told you that she would only allow those possessing pure heart and love to pass her test. I needed your love to open the door and transform the area into Amethyst Grotto. And just because someone meets Nymeria's requirements doesn't mean they'll pass. But Talia is sort of a wild card. She possesses the soul of one of the four creators of that place. No matter what Talia was like, Nymeria would have accepted her. But there's no way she could have passed it on her own. She needed you to be her guide and ally. Well then, you got what you wanted. Talia and I opened the door to Amethyst Grotto, but she sealed it within Vivian's amulet and made it so only those of pure heart could enter. So even after all this, there's no way you'd be able to enter. That's quite alright with me. I don't need to be the one to enter. As long as it's open, it's all for the taking. But it didn't end there, did it? Huh? After we opened the door, things didn't get better. They got worse. Talia started to have episodes where she claimed one thing but evidence showed otherwise. Finally, you're starting to piece things together. Yeah, that was Behemoth too. Sorry about that. After you completed your first purpose, there was no need for you to be in love with Talia anymore. She was destined to die, so I thought I would lessen the blow if I made you resent her. That's why I messed with her memory to make her experience things that weren't real. I thought if I made her unstable and violent, you and Nora would leave her, or something. That didn't really happen though. Your relationship definitely suffered, but you too were stubborn. Eventually, she was killed by you. She was killed by you. Oh no, I think you must understand. The killer and I have no affiliation. We had similar goals, but there was no collaboration. And rightfully so. He couldn't even get his own target correct. What do you mean? He killed Talia Nora. True, but they deleted the wrong soul. What? When you found Talia and Nora in the burning house, what did you find? You found Talia with a stab wound and Nora who was completely encased in stone. If you killed Talia, she'd only reincarnate. So why would he go after Nora? Why did the killer demand that you kill Talia? If you remember correctly, they never specified who to kill. They just referred to her as the Maiden of Reincarnation. It's because they didn't know who it was. That's why they told me to do it. The only ones who knew were Stella and I was the best candidate out of the two. And upon her death, Talia would reincarnate and reveal herself. Exactly. And when you wouldn't kill her, the killer ran out of possible candidates to attack. So they just planned a full assault on the Sheridan village. But in the end, they got it wrong anyway and obliterated Nora's soul. So really, the only real death here was Nora's. There's no way she even made it to heaven. You need a soul for that, right? That's terrible! Now I'm even more pissed off, right? Oh my... Ooh, I hope I find that mother... Oh... Moments after Talia's death, Alita was born in this world. Upon opening up Amethyst Grotto, Alita's birth was my ultimate goal. Her birth is necessary for even greater things that will soon become apparent. After that, you had no role in any of this anymore. You were useless and led a sad existence. And what was meant to be our final interaction led into events that I didn't exactly plan. Since you had nothing else to really live for, I gave you a little parting gift. You gave me a parting gift? Over the course of your journey, you received many parting gifts from a variety of people. I thought it was only fitting if I did the same as well. Remember these apparitions? Your mind didn't create those. I inserted them into your memory. I've tampered with your memory so much that it couldn't process what was real and what wasn't. And that's why Kaya couldn't find anything wrong with me. It's because there was nothing wrong with me in the first place. Yeah, I thought seeing those apparitions of Talia and Nora would lead you to end your own life. That didn't happen though, so I went to the next best thing. Deegan. Yep, and it was pretty easy to convince him, so there wasn't a problem there. It's kind of ironic that he was the one who ended up dying. But then the apparition stopped for a long time. That was part of my final plan. I wanted you to feel hope that you were becoming better. And in that hope, you would fall into despair realizing you weren't better. It almost worked. You went crazy and tried to kill Kaya, and she sent you flying off a mountain. That would have definitely ended your lifespan, but Team Zen had to be annoying, which leads us to where we are now, Kata. I've already overextended my time being here playing around with you. And believe me when I say that this will be our final encounter. You are a fantastic subject through and through. It was an honor working with you. Subject? That's all I was to you, huh? You've tampered with my life to the point where it wasn't even ever my own. You've set me up to fail. I've lost so many loved ones, only because I was some sort of experiment or project. And then once you had your way, you tried to dispose of everything? Yeah, that sounds about right. But even if I did deceive you, the information to realize what was going on was all there. In fact, you realized it at the very beginning, remember? All of this can't be real. You realized what was going on was really weird, and you verbally expressed this. I gotta say, that made me pretty nervous. That's why I had to give you that amulet to solidify this truth. But even then, Talia expressed to you many times that she didn't know who you were, so I think you questioned it like once, and that was it. That's just how things go, though. Please understand that this wasn't at all personal. None of what I did was to attack you directly. Really, it could have been anyone, but it just happened to be you. Everyone will get their bad ending one way or another. And if it makes you feel any better, I'm not exempt from that either. One day my sins will catch up to me, and I too will have a bad ending. But like I said, it really was a pleasure to work with you, even if it was only really one-sided. Goodbye, Kata. Your life was a worthy sacrifice for the progression of our plans. Okay, now I'm really thinking that this is either Spacia and Tampa. You have a lot of nerve to show your face around here. I apologize for what I did before. I didn't mean to attack you. I was tricked by my own mind, but that's my fault. I should have realized. I see. If that's the case, there's something I need from you, a final favor. And that would be? You have power to see people's connections and emotions, correct? Would it be possible to numb my mind? I don't wish to feel anything anymore. It's certainly possible, but why would you do such a thing? Life's just too difficult for me. I don't want to care about anything anymore. They're just hindering me. I could certainly do it, though I don't know what kind of effects it may have on you. Even with this done, however, you will still feel a tiny amount. No one can run from what's inside their hearts. I'm fine with this. Please do it. Very well. Please stand still. It is done. The form you see before you is a manifestation of your soul and emotion. As long as you two are separate, then... What have you done? I sent it somewhere he'll be locked away. If I ever need my emotions and soul again, I'll just rearrange them. Not that I ever will. I have no need for such baggage. Thank you, Kaya. Your efforts are greatly appreciated. Kenneth. It's Kada, not Kenneth. I'll be taking my leave now. This will be the last time we'll see each other, I'm sure. And it was from that moment on that Kada isolated himself completely from the village. He no longer cared about running what Talia started. In fact, it seemed like he didn't care about anything at all, and because of that, there were consequences. The village was unkempt and abandoned. Most saw no point in living in a place with no leader. Let's just say it like that, because the text just skipped. The man they looked up to no longer existed, and that was that. His last few remaining loyal followers staled in anticipation of his return. But a broken man is a broken man. One can be repaired, but it takes a lot of work and love, though Kada rejected both by isolating himself. So he truly never got better, and died to the hands of Team Zen, as you know. The final words that rang in his ears were probably the final words from Talia. The words that cut deep, words that broke the man in the first place, and all just ends. No, that's wrong. What's wrong? It's just that's not how I remember things going. Kenneth said that Talia blamed him for her and Nora's death, but that's wrong. That's not what happened. What? Back when I was in my rift, Talia shared a memory with me. It was a memory of that night, a memory of how she fought back and lost. But she didn't blame Kenneth, not at all. This is how it really went. Talia! Nora? I'm sorry, Kenneth, but I couldn't protect her. Talia, oh God, it's going to be okay. I'll get you out of here. No, it's too late. I'm not going to make it. Talia, don't say that. I can still save you. Kenneth, I want you to listen to me. I don't want you to blame yourself for any of this. You understand me? This wasn't your fault. This wasn't anyone's fault. And even though my life came to such a horrid and sad, sudden end, the years you gave me were the best years I've ever had. Even with an ending like this, I would never go back and change anything. I have no regrets, and I'm so glad you found me when you did. So even when I'm gone, I want you to keep smiling, okay? Smile for the me that doesn't get to grow old with you. Smile for the me that gets to see the world through new eyes. Will you promise me that? Talia, I promise you. I promise you with everything I have. I'm glad. Goodbye, my love. It's been really fun. I love you. Talia loved Kenneth with all her heart, even in the end. I don't know why Kenneth thought any differently, but... Sella, are you okay? Why are you crying? Oh dear. These aren't tears of sadness, they're tears of joy. I'm so happy that even in her final moments she was happy. Ah, I see. But this leads me to believe that there are more truths to be found within my own memory. Vivian spoke to me and told me that I needed to go to the Spring of Purification, Preservation, and Rejuvenation to regain all of our memories. She said that once I regained all my memories, that everything would become clear, and that I would remember the secret of Amethyst Grotto. So, that's why I'm leaving. Leaving? Throughout my entire journey, I thought I never had a purpose in life. I was just aimlessly existing until the title of Sensei would be passed down to me. But now I realize that I have greater things in store for me, which means I need to get stronger and grow myself. So I'm going on a journey to regain my memories, and to retake back what belongs to Kenneth and Talia. You mean you're going back? That's right. I'm going back to Sheridan to take back what Texan stole. I'm going to take back my village. After everything with Team Z is over and done with, I will take what Kenneth and Talia left for me and make sure it is the best it ever was. Let me go with you, Alita. No, this is a journey I'll have to take on my own. In fact, the only Pokemon I'm bringing with me is the very same Hawlucha Kenneth gave to me. I guess an old bag like me would just slow you down anyway. Then you go, Alita. You're strong. I know you can do it. Thank you, Sella. I'll make you proud. Hey! 489234. Four, 8, 9, 2, 3, 4. Alright then, guys. That's it. It was a wild story. Jeez, Kata's life was... That... Who was that? Who was that person with the red visor? Or the mask? I need to know. Is it... I can't imagine it being Tiampa or Spacia, but it could be that the person above Tiampa and Spacia. Either that, or it's Madam X. But I would think Madam X would have. I don't think it's Madam X. I think that's like the least likely person. But I think the person is related to Tiampa and Spacia. Well, maybe we'll figure it out in a future episode. It's been fun, guys. I'll see you guys in the next one.